Alright, the next step is painting the bait, which is my favorite part of building. The gun I use is a Badger Patriot 105. I got this at Michael's, and it's an awesome gun. It's the only gun I've ever owned, but I mean, I have no issues with it, and I really like it. So, and I use this compressor right here. I get this at Harbor Freight, and same thing with this compressor. I've had it since I started building baits, and it works great. So I mean, and paints vary. Most of the time I use this Testers. It also at Michael's. I like this because you don't have to thin it out, so you can just shoot it straight from the bottle. And of course I have some, Createx and Wicked colors, but I like this one the best, the Testers. Alright, let's get started. First, I'm going to shoot a pearl over the white base. Alright, next I'm gonna put some gills on the bait. I just get a little piece of cardboard or whatever, draw out my pattern and cut it out. I like this because it has holes in it, so I can match it up with the eye, and that way I know what to match up on both sides evenly. But for that I'll use this opaque black.
Talk today, the minutes waste away. Just communicate, and it's the only way. I need to let you know love can bloom in snow, and we can make it grow. Come on, and work it out. Work it out, work it out, work it out. You gotta work it out. Work it out, work it out, work it out, work it out. Work it out, work it out, work it out. You gotta work it out. Work it out. Work it out, work it out, work it out. Come on and work it out.
Oh shit. Alright, this bait's almost done. It's just the basic colors. I didn't really get too much into details. I didn't put fans or anything like that. I'm thinking about putting some where you'll be able to see the gills right here. And the way I do that is I'll use acrylic paint, Craft Smart, and I'll probably use this one. And I'll use an old needle from my gun. This is, you know, I bent the tip, I dropped it one time and I had to replace the needle, so I use this now to add like gills, and sometimes I'll trace these lines with like black paint, like the outside of them. But the way I do this is I'll just put a little bit of paint right here and get it all over the tip and kind of just trace this black line right on the outside. Sometimes it's hard to get off this. There it is. A little bit more on the bottom. There we go. And then what I do is I like to just grab it and pull it out like this. There you go. Now I'll just do the other side. And there it is. Put that with some heat. I'll make other painting videos in the future. I just really wanted to get this one done so I could move on to the epoxy. I have a lot of people asking how I apply that. And so I'll be posting that video up here soon. But that's pretty much done. I'll just put the eyes in right now and get it set up on the rack. Okay. It's getting kind of dark in here. First, I just cut off these little ends on the eyes. Oh shit. Leave a little bit. Get some super glue. Put it, there we go. You don't need to go crazy with the glue. I just put it on there so they stay in there while they're rotating on the wheel. Shit, I usually do this without gloves, but my hands are dirty. There we go. Shove that bad boy in there. Press it for a couple seconds. Alright, that's one eye. Now, try it. There we go. Same thing. Cut this end off, or some of it. Put the glue. Shove it in there. There we go. It's kind of in there funny. Press them. There we go. And I will install the nose grommet and tail grommet right now and slide the wire in and get it set up for the epoxy wheel. But pretty simple paint. The eyes look a little funny. Should have drilled out the eyes a little bit higher, deeper, but like I said, it's no big deal. But there it is.